Personally, my mum is currently also going through breast cancer, and she's been through it twice. This is the second time she's got incurable cancer. And I remember the first time when she was diagnosed, I didn't want to tell anyone. I was 16, doing my GCSEs, and I kind of kept it to myself, didn't tell my school either, which ended up actually having big repercussions mentally for me, because it was just then bottled up, and I remember it exploding out in the worst way possible. But also it then, because I didn't know how to talk about it. I didn't even know how to talk about it with my brothers, my younger brothers at the time. I didn't think anyone at school really knew much about it, but it really does touch everyone. And then when it came to the second time around when my mum got diagnosed, I felt like that, no, everyone needs to know about this. Everyone needs to find out. If I'm having to deal with this, why should I be the one having to deal with this on my own? Because the chances are actually a lot of people are dealing with this, but they don't know how to actually talk about it. And it was in June 2020 my mum got diagnosed for the second time, and it was around the time of when the Black Lives Matter movement was picking up. So everyone was kind of consciously making an effort to learn about some of the difficulties people were facing as black people. And I thought, do you know what, this is just another uncomfortable conversation that people need to deal with. So I actually went on to social media and spoke about my own experiences in dealing with my mum. And it was mainly more of an outlet for me to try and get my feelings onto paper. So like, look, my friends, like, telling my friends, like, look, this is what I'm going through. My mum's starting chemo. This is what it entails. So when you next see me, you have an idea of what to say to me, or like, how's it going? But it actually blew up, and I actually had people reaching out to me, had middle-aged women saying, help, my mum's also just been diagnosed, how do you not have a breakdown? Or you had men even reaching out to me saying, thank you for this, I'm about to start chemo, and now I have an idea of what I'm getting into. It's not some big scary machine, like, you've really helped me. And I also had people my age reaching out to me, thank you so much for talking about this. My mum passed away, or my dad had this kind of cancer. And it does kind of establish a kind of sense of community and sense of relief, like, okay, I'm not going through this on my own. And I think that is what kind of needs to be broken down with this, is that it's not just something that one person has in the news. It's not just one Deborah. Most likely we all know somebody who has cancer.